time to bring it on with your email questions. And this first one comes, Pat, from Jamie, who says, my 15-year-old daughter was asked by some creep to send him some pictures of her. We reported him to the police, and they got his cell phone records, looked at his Facebook account, and even got a confession from him. His penalty? Nothing. The government wouldn't prosecute him. Number one, how can I protect my child? And number two, am I allowed to take justice into my own hands?
You want to get a .44 Magnum and blow that sucker away? Is that what you're talking about? No, don't. No way. Yeah. You cannot take justice into your own hands. I'm sorry, you can't do it. You will wind up in jail instead of the creep. Listen, unfortunately, the internet is pervasive, and parents have got to watch what their children are doing. Those kids are out there innocent, and well, I want to show some pictures to my boyfriend. The next thing you know, that picture goes viral, and these predators are after them. The penalties for child pornography are very extreme, but the problem is we have selective enforcement. 1 minute you've got some little 6-year-old being accused of sexual molestation of some little girl when all he wants to do is hold her hand and kiss her, which is what little babies do. I mean, it's crazy. And yet you've got an adult confessed predator who they don't do anything about. Try to get your law changed. Try to get the law enforcement mobilized. There are laws on the books that take care of this sort of thing. But the best thing as a parent, watch what your child is looking at on the internet. Talk to them.
Talk to them. Yes, yes, yes. I mean,
explain what's out there. All right.
Okay, this is Sharon, who says, I heard my pastor read from Maccabees 7 on Sunday, but I didn't find it in my Bible. What happened?
Well, the censors got it. No, there's a thing called the Apocrypha that some of the Catholic Bibles have, the Protestant Bibles don't have. It isn't considered by the Jews or the Protestants as part of the canon of Scripture. The Maccabees were a group that were in charge of Israel during the so-called intertestamental period. They fought against the Syrian rulers of the Antiochus Epiphanes, and they beat him, actually, Judas Maccabeus. So it's a story of triumph of the Jewish people, but it isn't part of the Bible. So, you know, it isn't there because it's not supposed to be there. All right.
Okay, this is Denise, who says, I know the Pharisees had their problems, but it seemed that they acted in large part out of genuine love and respect for God. They just went about it the wrong way. Did they still go to heaven?
Look, I have no idea whether the Pharisees are going to heaven or not. But the thing of it is, they wanted to kill the Son of God. So you can't say they were just good guys. They were so obsessed with their form of worship that they were willing to put Jesus Christ to death on the cross because he healed a man on the Sabbath day. They had put form above reality, and he said, you know, you tithe mint and dill and cumin, but you omit the weightier matters of the law, love and justice and that sort of thing. Are they going to heaven? Only God knows that. But that attitude of a Pharisee does not get you into heaven.
Okay, this is Glenda, who says, what does it mean to pray for the peace of Jerusalem? I know I should, but I'd like to know what it really means. What would peace look like? Muslims and Jews and Christians living side by side? Or would it mean the eradication of non-believers?
No, it would mean the rule of the Messiah over all the world. I think the peace of Jerusalem is the idea that God's peace will descend over the entire world, over the universe, and evil will be put away. We're not talking about Jews and Christians living together. We're talking about Satan being bound and the millennial reign coming in. At least that's what I think when I talk about praying for the peace of Jerusalem. We're looking for the time when the Messiah, Jesus Christ, is in charge of everything, and he brings peace, joy, love, and happiness to the world. That's what the prayer is, in my opinion. Okay.
Thy kingdom come, right?
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. That's right. All right.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's email.